Hello everyone, this is Dave from Dave's Recent Things. You want to know what my new favorite thing is? It is Precut Deco mesh. Yes, I am loving it. I've used it a couple times before, and today is no exception. We are going to be using it again. Today we're going to be doing a USA Patriotic kit from Wreaths of Joy using that 10-inch by 10-inch Precut Deco mesh. Why don't I just get started and I'll show you what I made. I'm going to be using this 10-inch wire wreath frame. This comes from Wreaths of Joy, along with this 10.5 square, nicely pre-cut deco mesh. This cute little styrofoam heart with a whole bunch of glitter. We have the stars and stripes pinwheel, and of course stars and stripes 2.5-inch wired ribbon. And I got some coordinating pipe cleaners as well. These are just 12 inches. Some beautiful red, white, and blue floral picks, and of course I'm going to be using my regular crafting utensils to create this project. And here are all the list of materials that I used today for this red, white, and blue project. I'm going to start off with my 10-inch wire frame. This has 3 wires going all the way around, and it's cut off into 4 different sections with some crossbars, along with wire mesh right in the center, which is hugely handy. I am loving these wreath frames. I'm going to start with a working wire frame, and I'm going to put my first pipe cleaner on the first crossbar and the outside 2 wires. So I'm just going to twist it around a couple of times, move on to the next one. So I'm using those crossbars and those 2 outside wires, wrapping those pipe cleaners all the way around. And this is the outside, so I'm going to do 4, and then I'm going to do 1 more right in the middle. So still using those 2 outside crossbars right in between the 2 pipe cleaners we just made previously. We're just going to wrap that pipe cleaner around about 3 or 4 times, make sure it's nice and secure, and we've got 8 going all the way around. And now I'm going to add some right in the middle. So the same thing, except this time I'm going to use the wire mesh, which is the first inside wire, and then the middle wire to wrap my pipe cleaner around. Now, I did a little change up later on in the video. You'll see right here, I'm showing you that I'm putting 8 pipe cleaners right in that center on the inside. Now I did change that to 4 later on because the 8 was a little bit too much. So in total, I do have 8 coming on the outside, and then I did change it up to 4 on the inside. So a total of 12 stems, not the 16 that I'm showing you right here. But, you know, it changes, things happen. Now, since our deco mesh is cut, so it's cut already for us, it is a 10.5 by 10.5 by 10.5 by 10.5 square. And now we're going to create our bundles for our wreath. So I'm just taking my first piece of deco mesh. I'm going to move over about 2 finger lengths. That's maybe about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, somewhere around there. And then I'm just going to use my fingers. Like I always say, let my fingers do the walking. Gather up that deco mesh all together on that one end. Again, about 1 inch or 2 from the edge. And then I'm just going to put a metal clothespin right on there. And then I'm going to push it off to the side. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing. So I'm measuring over 2 finger lengths over. I'm going to gather it, going to walk those fingers all the way across my craft table here today, gather it all together, and then I'm just going to hold that in my left hand, and I'm going to bring that previous one we just did, take my little clothespin off, and I'm going to overlap that one with the first one. So it's overlapped right in the middle. You can kind of see it's a little bit darker there in the middle, and then that's going to be our little bundle. So I'm going to come to my first available pipe cleaner on the outside, and then I'm just going to place that deco mesh bundle right in there, and I'm going to twist it around maybe about 3 or 4 times, and I'm not going to cut the pipe cleaner just yet because I'm going to use it for something else. Again, second bundle, we're going to gather it all together, clip it, grab our second piece, do the exact same thing, gather it all together, and then I'm going to take the first piece, and I'm going to overlap it with the second one we just did, keeping it all pinched right on that left-hand side, opening up my next available pipe cleaner bundle, pipe cleaner stem, place that bundle in there, and then twist it around a couple of times. And we're not cutting that pipe cleaner stem because we are going to add some ribbons right down at towards the end of the video. Gathering it together, clamping it, putting it all, and then once it's all done, here you see the first layer is all done. So this is on the outside, and of course it looks gorgeous. I'm loving this already. Now we're going to work on the center. So I'm taking our 10 by 10 squares again, and I'm going to create a little pancake. So instead of gathering it on the left-hand side, we're going to gather it right in the middle. So our first piece is all gathered. I'm going to grab that second one, place it right there at the bottom, and then gather that second piece all together. So it's almost like it's one piece of Deco mesh. Here we have our little huge bow tie, and this is going to create our little pancake right in the center. So I told you earlier on, I did change it up. So here you can still see I have the 8 pipe cleaners right in the center. I did change that to 4 because once I put that pancake down and I put the second one down as well, I thought, you know what? It's going to be too full if I have 8 of them. So I only did 4 of them. So again, we're going to take 2 pieces of that Deco mesh, gather it in the center, take our second piece of Deco mesh, gather that right in the center as well. And that's going to be a total of 20 inches of Deco mesh, which creates a beautiful pancake. And then I'm going to take my next available pipe cleaner stem, and I'm going to place that Deco mesh bundle right in there, twisting it a couple of times. And again, we're not cutting those stems just yet. We want to put ribbon in there, so I'm just going to leave them. Once I'm all done in the center, you can see there's only 4 of those pancake bundles, which I think works out perfectly. We don't need any more on there. We're going to lose the pancake if we do add more. And to prep our sign, all I'm doing is I'm just adding a little bit of hot glue right on the back side of that heart-shaped styrofoam glittery stars and stripes. I'm gonna let that dry once I get all of that hot glue on there and just set it to the side. So when it's ready, I'll be ready to put it on the wreath. And of course, we do have to make a bow. So I have 2.5-inch wired ribbon in stars and stripes, my scissors, pipe cleaner, a ruler, and my easy bow maker. And I'm just going to use that slot to hold our ribbon in there. But first, I'm going to put that pipe cleaner right in there. And for our ribbon cuts, I am going to cut at 24 inches. So I'm doing a total of 7 pieces cut at 24 inches. And you can see here, I'm just using my ruler to measure it all out under that 24 inches. Once I've got 7 pieces cut, fold it in half, cut on an angle, and that's going to create that beautiful dovetail. Again, this is my favorite one to use to finish it off. You can do straight if you want, or a different type of finishing. I love a dovetail. It works great for me. And once we're all cut, what we're going to do is grab our first piece of ribbon, good side facing down. We're going to fold it over so our loop is on the left, and then we have our dovetails all lined up on the right hand side. I'm going to find the middle, estimate it, gather it together, and then I'm just going to put it in my left hand. And this is where we want all of the good side of the ribbon facing up. So you see right now we have good side facing down. We're going to twist right in the center such that we have our loop with the good side facing up and all of our tails with the good side facing up. I'm going to grab that easy bow maker, and I'm just going to slide where my fingers are right in between those 2 slots, and that's going to hold our ribbon in place. So again, we have the loop on the left and we have 2 tails on the right hand side. Then I'm going to continue on doing the same method of procedure, folding it over, gathering it together, making sure all of my good sides are facing up by twisting right in the center. Now I'm going to twist it around such that we have a loop on the right hand side. So our first ribbon placement, we had the loop on the left with the tails on the right. And then what we're going to do for our second ribbon and alternate is the loop on the right, tails on the left. So you can see here my next one, I'm going to make sure that loop is on the left because the previous one was the loop on the right. I'm going to do that for all 7 of my pieces of ribbon, take it off of my easy bow maker, twist it a couple of times right in the center, flip it over, twist it again just to make sure it's not going to go anywhere and we don't lose that bow. Cut off the excess of those stems. I'm going to add some hot glue right in the center. This is optional. You don't have to do it. I always like to do it on mine. And then I'm going to grab a full-length pipe cleaner, twist it right in the center, and this is how we're going to attach it to our wreath. And of course, you know what time it is. It's fluffing time. That always makes me laugh. So you know me, I love fluffing up my bows. I'm not going to show you the whole time I fluffed it, but our bow is ready for our wreath. I'm going to add more ribbon on here as well, and I'm going to cut 14-inch strips. So I'm using the exact same ribbon I had before that was included in our kit, and I'm going to cut 12 pieces of that, and then I'm going to dovetail each end of it as well. So I'm just dovetailing each end just to finish it off on all 12 pieces of that ribbon that we just cut, and now we're going to apply it onto our base wreath. I'm just going to take a piece of ribbon, find that center by squishing it down, gathering it in that center area, folding it into a V, fluffing it a little bit, and then I'm going to place it in my first available pipe cleaner stem. I'm just going to twist it around a couple of times, and now that I've got my ribbon on there, I don't need the stems anymore, so I am going to cut those off. Once I cut them, I just push it right to the back, and then you know what? We're going to fluff up our ribbon. Then I move on to the next available pipe cleaner stem, fold my ribbon in half, gather it together, bend it into a V shape, fluff it up a little bit, and then place it right in between those two stems of our pipe cleaners, twisting it 3 or 4 times, and then I'm going to cut off that excess. And here it is all done on the outside and on the inside rows of our bundles. Loving how it's looking so far. You can totally tell it is a red, white, and blue wreath. Now, what I like to do when I have a whole bunch of accessories or embellishments that I want to put on a wreath, I like to do what I call a dry run. So I'm not gluing anything down, I'm not attaching anything yet, I'm just moving it all around in place. Once I figure out how I like it, which is this, I'm going to take my camera and take a picture of it so I can reference it later on. And then I'm going to start attaching everything. So I'm just going to start with that styrofoam heart. I'm going to push through those pipe cleaners right to the back, use that metal mesh that's attached to our wire frame, clamp that all on there, twist it around, and then of course we do the exact same thing with that bow. And then once I've got that all on there and I like it, I cut the excess pipe cleaners off, and then I start adding more. So I'm adding in the red, white, and blue florals now, adding some glue on there, and then I'm just going to stuff those in there. And then, of course, we're going to fluff up our little floral picks as well. And then these beautiful pinwheels. I loved these. They got little bells on them. So when they were jiggling, or when I was making this, they were jiggling all around and making bell sounds. It sounded kind of like Christmas in my craft room. So here we are with our finished product. I'm going to fluff it up again because, you know, I have to. Our finished product is our Stars and Stripes red, white, and blue gorgeous wreath with that wreath kit from Wreaths of Joy. Now, unfortunately, the wreath kit is not available anymore, but if you look in the description box, I have given a couple of replacement items in there, so you can just click those links, and that'll take you right to those items as well. Our final look at our beautiful USA Patriotic Wreath in all of its glory on my door. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching and joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a new project. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye for now.